Hi everyone, welcome to my video review of Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton. Some of my earliest memories of reading are when I was about 8 to 10 years old, and I got bought Jurassic Park The Lost World, the sequel to this, because I was into the films at the time, and this is probably about 1998. And I know that the book was probably a bit too maybe advanced for me or mature, because there was a lot of bad language in it and violence. But I absolutely loved it, and I think it was my first sort of knowledge of how books can differ from the film adaptations, to the effect that I preferred the book version. And that's really a theme that's rarely been contradicted for me in my literary experience. The first film is one of my favourites of all time, and I think it's the same for many people out there. But I didn't really want to spoil my experience or knowledge of the film by reading this book. And I've put it off for many years, especially with having read the sequel and preferring that. It seemed to be counterproductive. But I saw it in Waterstones a few months ago and thought I'd pick it up. And this is coming just after reading the graphic novels, Watchmen, V for Vendetta. I thought I'd change it up a little bit. And actually, I read this book in 3 days or so. 3 or 4 days. And just the writing style, Crichton's writing style, is very easy to read. I mean, he draws considerably on his medical and scientific background. And to great effect. His terminology, his knowledge of sort of proteins, and there's a bit of genetics in there, and obviously brings in chaos theory, chiefly with the character of Ian Malcolm. And that's the characters in the book differ quite substantially from the film counterparts. I think that the characters in general, obviously everybody loves the characters in the film. Everyone loves Dr. Grant, Muldoon, people like that. And John Hammond is a great character in the film, everyone's favourite grandpa. But in the book, he's not very likeable at all. You have to distance yourself from the film, and that's the advice I would pass on to you. Detach yourself from your knowledge of the film, because we've all seen it. You know, you're really missing out if you haven't. You should go into this book just as if it was completely new characters, completely new setting, and just try and erase all of that memory, because you'll be better for it. The plot outline, if you're unfamiliar, is a biotechnology company, the emerging fields of biotechnology, International Genetics Technologies, or InGen, has created a method, a revolutionary new technique for resurrecting dinosaurs from fragmented DNA. And they've brought back 15 or so species onto an island, Isla Nublar, off the coast of Costa Rica, with the intent of turning it into a theme park. And they've basically, in the words of Dr. Malcolm, who's a brilliant mathematician, he is invited, along with Dr. Grant, who's a paleontologist, and his PhD student, Dr. Sattler, to give their endorsement of the park and assess sort of its safety and evaluate it. Obviously, things don't go according to plan. And events conspire such that the computer programmer has an agenda of his own, and the onset of a tropical storm, without spoiling too much of the plot, a tropical storm sets upon the island. Numerous events happen, and basically systems start to break down. The purpose of the novel, very interesting, is that it serves as a cautionary tale, and it explores notions of scientific power, responsibility, and control. And I think that these themes are very important. And these views, Crichton's treatise of these views is expressed through mainly Dr. Malcolm, and he is my favourite character in this book. He has the most quotable dialogue, and has diatribes throughout the novel that basically he says that this system, this simple structure of the park with its devices and technology, can't control a complex system of life. And he expresses these views very succinctly and very candidly throughout the book, and they serve as highlights. I mean, the action is very gory and exhilarating, don't get me wrong, but I enjoyed Malcolm's diatribes and his commentary throughout the book. So to sum up, I give this book 4 out of 5 stars, and you can further explore some of these ideas in my review on Goodreads or on my blog. But I recommend this book to anyone with an interest in science fiction or archaeology, potentially, well, paleontology really, dinosaurs. There's great action for people that are after that, but really it's for people who want to tune in to these themes, the cautionary ideas about scientific endeavour, whether we should actually, as a species, whether we should do these things, whether we should have created the atomic bomb or certain drugs and things like that. So people that are looking for that will find it, and people that just want an exhilarating survival story will get that as well. So 4 out of 5 from me. As always, thank you for tuning into this review, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.